Hello and welcome back to Chengi's World. For those of you who are coming back to my channel, welcome back. Thank you so much for liking, commenting, talking to me, and subscribing to this amazing channel. And for those of you who are new to my channel, if you don't know who I am, my name is Chengi, and you, my precious one, are literally my world. Thank you so much for joining me. Do not forget to subscribe, like, share, and comment, and join this incredible family. So today I'm going to be talking about the mistakes that women make over Valentine's. Okay, I'm going to get right into it. The mistake that women make, number one, is that we do not manage our expectation. There's something in the air. There's something that we have been programmed and pre-programmed to believe about Valentine's since we're little girls. We were programmed to believe that men are going to be the most romantic, that there's something in the air, there's love in the air, there's something going on in the atmosphere that will make a guy that is not particularly interested in you or who hasn't been showing you great interest or acceptance, make them just want to be the guy that you want them to be. And somehow the time when you will get that proposal you've been waiting for, that something is going to happen magically in your man's mind and heart, and all of a sudden he's going to do something for you romantically and in a way that will make you feel like you're amazing. Okay, so what I really want to say is, number one, manage your expectation. And the rest of this video really is going to be helping you to manage your expectations of Valentine's so that you are not dealing with broken expectations. They lead to unnecessary hurt and pain because your expectations ultimately are the ones that people hurt or disappoint. It's not usually what they really came in promising into the picture. It's just what they end up hurting and disappointing. So moving on to the next point, now that we've sort of clear your mind of every expectation you've ever had of Valentine's. Clear your mind of everything that you think should happen. Write a list of what you think should happen on Valentine's Day, what he should do on Valentine's Day, what should be the reality, and then tear it up, put it in the bin, and just come to it with a very clear mind, with no expectation. That is the biggest mistake that we make for Valentine's. We come in with an expectation, whether we've just been dating, whether we are in an ongoing relationship, whether we're in a situationship, whether we are married. The biggest problem and biggest mistake is that we come into it with huge expectations. Okay, so point number one, for those beautiful angels who are single, pretty much know you're going to be single by next week. This is an opportunity for you to throw a Valentine's party for yourself. I know it's kind of cheesy, but you know, I just don't like to waste any opportunities to celebrate anything great. You know, like, you can be Scrooge and sit back or have I hate Valentine's party. I love watching Valentine's Day. I love it, because it just really embodies a lot of the message that I have for you today. And basically, you know, this is a time for you to show yourself some self-love and appreciation and be unapologetic. I think the mindset when you have these expectations of Valentine's is the disappointment that, why am I still single? Another year, Valentine's is here and nobody is asking me out. Nobody is in my life. Nobody wants me. And all I have to say about that is, just because people have a person doesn't mean that that relationship is A, romantic, B, right, C, amazing. You know, most people in relationships, most people who will be showing you flowers on their feed are not necessarily in a romantic relationship, are not necessarily happy in their relationship. You know, most relationships are mainly hard work. Very few are just so full of love and happiness and joy, but even they will get into their season. So it's just important for you to realize that the better state of life is not the single or the ones in a relationship, that Valentine's can be your excuse to spoil yourself rotten. Book yourself into a spa weekend with the girls who are single. Just do something for you, okay? And I'm sure you're hearing this all across the board because it's true. Right. Number two, if you are at the stage of relationship where then the other mistake that women make is they outgive the man. So one time last year, I was going through my Instagram stories, and this lovely girl was showering her man with gifts, and she was filming it. And I could just see the horror in this man's face, because how he was just opening gifts and opening gifts. And now, okay, he may have bought her a brand new Rolls Royce, for all I know, for Valentine's, and this was probably a token from her, but ultimately it was too much. And she was like, do you like it? Do you like it? Open the other one. And I just thought, it's not Christmas, and Valentine's is by and large an opportunity for a man to show his woman how much he cares, and for a woman to reciprocate with gratitude, right? So she was totally taking over the masculine energy. She totally stepped into the giving. Am I saying we don't give our men? Of course we do, but we give them a token. We give them a token as opposed to a big gift. We find something that means something to them, that's of value to them. We get them a card. We do something meaningful for them, but we never outgive them. So, don't go and buy him 1,000 gifts and lay them at his feet. And a lot of that comes from just being insecure and and wanting to somehow earn and buy his love and affection. So you really need to check that, okay? Do not outgive a man, not on Valentine's or any other time in life. Make sure that you reward him and show him in gratitude and reciprocate to his giving in a way that doesn't match his giving, but allows him to know that you really truly appreciate it. Okay, the third thing is, whatever your man gets you, be grateful. Sometimes we have this attitude that I was expecting a diamond ring. I was expecting him to do something different this year, instead of bring the same old red roses and bring the same old present that he brings every year and doing the same old thing. It's so easy for us as women to get into that mindset and into that frame of thinking. But ultimately, I'll tell you something about men. They want to please their women. They'll do anything to please their women. But the moment a woman presents herself as a woman that cannot be pleased, that cannot be satisfied, she shoots herself in the foot. A lot of married women are sitting in their homes right now thinking, he never buys me anything, he never takes me anywhere. A lot of people in relationships are thinking, I never get anything. And there are many reasons for that. A, you probably know the guy you married was never romantic in the first place, or at least does not show his romance in that kind of way. Some men absolutely resent Valentine's because they feel like they're being threatened into this zone called romance, and they feel like, well, I'm romantic every other time, why should I now be stressed to do something? And different philosophies in and around it. But if you knew that your guy wasn't romantic. But also another reason is, a lot of women kill the romance in their man when he gives them his best offering. And maybe no one ever told him that not all girls like red roses. So he goes with what's in the media. He goes with what he sees. Thing about guys is they don't sit around reading books about how to please the women. They don't go around watching videos about how to please the women. They pretty much figure it out as they go along. And the day that he gave you something and you rolled your eyes or told him off or threw it to the side and behaved annoyed, that is the first time you discouraged him from doing anything good for you. That's the time that he probably decided it's not worth it, because a woman that can't be pleased, a man will just stop trying. He will maybe try once, he will try twice, then he will stop trying. And that's when you get stuck. So learn to be appreciative, even if it's corny as hell, even if it's like, for God's sake, do I need another whatever? Even if it's something that he hadn't really thought about it, won't put much thought in it. The fact that he even did something and tried is something that you should encourage, and then steer him in the right direction. You can always say, oh my gosh, I really, 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 really love this gift, but you know, I realized I don't have very much that I can do with it. So, you know, would it be okay if I exchanged it for something else that I could make use of? Most guys are not that emotional about it. They just wanted to give you something. They wanted you to have something so you could tell your friends and post it. And, you know, they just want to get off the hook. Valentine's is a very anxious time for men because they just don't know what to do, how to please the woman, what gift to give you. It's just like a minefield. Most guys don't even know how to manage Christmas, let alone Valentine's. So for him to have even made the effort to come out of his place and space to go online to find the flowers to send you the same old, but he went online. It's a lot more than a lot of women are getting. And I'm not saying you should settle, but I'm saying that if you show gratitude, you get more. Okay, the next thing is, if you have just started dating, it's important that you understand the etiquette around Valentine's. So if you've started dating, then don't expect him to buy you roses and flowers and blah, blah, because he's not going to be sure whether he should or not. He's not going to be sure if you're dating other people, where you are at that stage. If you've been dating for 2, 3, 4 weeks, you've just recently met, then don't expect anything from him. Just don't have any expectations. And it's perfectly fine to send him a happy Valentine's. No long paragraphs, ladies. Don't send him, oh, you're so wonderful, so beautiful. No. Just happy Valentine's. Not happy Valentine's dear, not happy Valentine's a million hearts. Just happy Valentine's. Just the way you would say Merry Christmas, happy Valentine's. And don't like send it first thing in the morning. Send it to him when you know you're wide awake. And then it's up to him to either reciprocate and say, oh, happy Valentine's, are you doing anything tonight? Or if he wants to do something with you, or he will say it back, or he won't say it at all. But if you have no expectations, then just send that love out there to him and don't feel any kind of way about it. But do not start going shopping. Do not start hinting to him. Do not start doing, oh, I wonder what's going to happen in Valentine. Whatever will I do? Like, he really, you're dating, and if he wants to ask you out for dinner, then go out for dinner, but don't expect, you know what I mean? Just keep your expectations pretty much at zero. Expect him to at least be polite enough to respond. So that's if you've just recently been dating. If you've been in a situationship, it goes back to the same thing that I said in the beginning of the video. If you don't know, he's hot and cold, on and off, don't know today, don't know today. The reality of it is he is not going to like change his heart and his mind. It really isn't. Like, he's not about to love you today because it's Valentine's. He is probably by now started to distance himself. He's probably stopped talking to you. He's probably started to slow down communication, because men who are not serious about you and who don't want anything, don't want to give you the impression that they know that what Valentine's means to women. So they're already going to start calling you every so often, now and again, or not at all, and will resurface after Valentine's. Do not send him a happy Valentine's. Do not buy him a card. Do not try to do anything sweet. Go about your life. Live your best life. Go out with your girlfriends. Really, really go plan something and go do it. Okay? Don't sit around thinking, oh, maybe flowers will show up for me, when he's not showing up for you, period, throughout the year. You don't even know what is going on. So let's not allow the atmosphere to interfere with our good sense. Okay? Right. The other thing that we can look at is when you've been in a relationship, when you are in a relationship that is stable, that everybody knows we're in a relationship, he's my boyfriend, I'm his girlfriend, you know, again, you can expect, and in some regards, to a degree, expect to get something from him, get a little gift, flowers, but don't put any, you know, don't this year surprise him by being grateful, like I said in the beginning. This year, gift him gratitude. Don't go and overspend and give him a gift way bigger than he's given you. And you in a relationship, you know if he's going to go big or if he's going to go small. And like I said before, if he's never done anything for Valentine's, what makes you think it's going to be any different this year? Okay. But because you're in a relationship, it's perfectly fine for you to have the conversation about Valentine's and say, babe, what do you think we should do for Valentine's? Should I book to go somewhere? Should we go away for a spa weekend? Should we go for dinner? You know, you are already in a relationship where you're sharing, and let him pay for dinner. Sometimes men want to do something for you. They don't know what to do, and they're quite happy to pay for it and quite happy to show up with their best selves. They just don't know where to start. So in a relationship that is healthy and we're friends, don't expect him to be intuitive when he's never been in the past. Don't expect him to just figure something new out. Say to him, babe, you always take me out for dinner every Valentine's. How about we do something different? Okay, and that goes for the married women as well. Now, married women, again, the rules apply, but a little bit differently in that do not start World War II. You're married to this guy, you got kids with this guy, you know what this guy is going to produce. Why don't you plan something? Why don't you sort out the childcare and plan something in the same way that somebody in a relationship would? You're well within your rights to do something romantic for him. You're well within your rights. If you're always the one buying the presents and is always forgetting, how about you don't buy him the present this year? And both of you forget, but you agree to do something that you both enjoy together. You know, if you always buy him the present and he comes into the home looking like, oh, have I missed something? Then if you're going to buy that gift and feel resentful, don't buy it. You know, do something together, invest that money into something that both of you can enjoy. But if you are somebody who gives him an open and happy heart and you don't expect to receive, which is the best way of giving, then go ahead and do it and just be a blessing to him every Valentine's Day, because there's more blessing in giving than in receiving. So I certainly hope that this video is going to help us navigate our way around Valentine's. And of course, there's never anything wrong with making that special effort when somebody else is making an effort with you to look your absolute best, and just really enjoy it and have a good time. So for you, my lovelies, who are out there loving and living, mwah, take care of you. I'll see you soon in my next video, and I hope to see you on Magnify. Let's have a chat on the phone if you need any help or want to talk to me through anything that I've discussed today. Love you lots. Take care of you all.